I don't know how to confirm this situation, but obviously everybody just mentioning that P Youngin ended up passing away, bro. Came from seeing him do all type of things to remain in some type of spotlight, and not just any type of spotlight.
19, I keep that pole cause them boys, they won't pin. Don't trust the cause they really won't see them.
You know how some jokes have a weird way of turning into reality? Well, this might just be one of those times. Word has it that P Youngin saw his own end coming. Apparently, he recorded a track called In Hell, fully aware that his days were numbered.
Only 19, I keep that pole cause them boys, they won't pin. Don't trust the cause they really won't see them.
In fact, words are that he specifically wanted the video for it to drop on the very day he died. Wild, right? Let's dive in. Rapper P Youngin, whose real name was Cameron McClay, is the focus of widespread speculation after rumors surfaced online about his passing on Tuesday, December 3rd. The buzz began when college kids shared a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, featuring a picture of P Youngin with his mentor NBA YoungBoy and captioning it, NBA YoungBoy's Baton Rouge artist P Youngin rumored to have passed away. Not long after, Rap Housetf, RHTV, shared similar claims, adding fuel to the fire and leaving fans both stunned and heartbroken. Amid the flurry of reactions on social media, College Kid dropped another bombshell, this time in the form of a video featuring Lil Dump, another artist from NBA YoungBoy's camp. In the clip, which has already racked up over 2 million views, Lil Dump appeared to be celebrating Yungin's alleged death. He was heard making incendiary remarks like, "I've been smoking out the pieces of a Yungin man," before turning the camera toward what appeared to be a gun and doubling down with a chilling statement. "That boy said you ain't no cure till you smoke a certified care, and if I were, I'd do it again and spit on him."
You know what I'm saying? It's like, folks be really crashing out, bro. In all reality, it's like, it's cool. A crash shot, fam, P Youngin.
Fans and followers were floored by the spectacle, not just because of the violent undertones, but also due to the apparent internal strife within the NBA camp. One user quipped, "These goofies beefing with they own camp?" While another took a darker angle, sarcastically commenting, "Does stuff like this make the KKK happy or envious?" Others expressed outright disappointment, with one lamenting, "That's not cool at all. I will never understand why people would celebrate someone losing their life." The internet, as always, had its share of irony, with a user summing it up. "Amazing way to live life. Truly inspiring folks." But things get even murkier when you rewind to some of P Youngin's own recent actions. In a bizarre turn of events, he once went live on Instagram pretending to be the victim of a gun attack, a stunt that left many questioning his mindset. Even more unsettling was an earlier post where he openly declared, "Death need to hurry up, I am tired of waiting on this shitty." Statements like these, layered with a sense of foreboding, now seem to foreshadow a grim reality. P Youngin's rise to prominence was a testament to his resilience, even in the face of daunting odds. Born and raised in Plaquemines, Louisiana, a town just 15 minutes away from YoungBoy's Baton Rouge stomping grounds, he grew up in an environment steeped in danger. While Plaquemines wasn't quite as wild as Baton Rouge, it still presented its share of struggles. P's challenges began early, with his father being incarcerated when he was just 2 years old, leaving him without a guiding hand. By the time he was 13, he was hustling and robbing, trying to carve out a path for himself in a world that offered little stability. But even in the midst of chaos, music remained a constant. He'd been writing rhymes since the tender age of 7, though at the time, he didn't realize it would become his escape or his legacy. This tangled web of ambition, danger, and tragedy paints a complex picture of a young artist whose life was marked by both talent and turmoil. Now fans are left wondering if the rumors are true and what really led to this heartbreaking moment. Getting money in the streets was P Youngin's main focus for a long time, but life threw him a curveball that made him rethink everything. On May 13th, 2020, his cousin Trent Jones was shot and offed, a tragedy that hit P hard. Trent was already dealing with his own troubles, wearing an ankle monitor while fighting an attempted M charge from the previous year. Rumors swirled that his death was retaliation for the person he allegedly tried to take out, but no arrests were ever made, leaving the streets to speculate. For P, losing Trent wasn't just a devastating blow, it was a wake-up call. It pushed him to take music seriously in a way he never had before. He even dedicated a heartfelt track to his cousin Thinking with Trent, where he rapped lines like, "I remember conversations with Lee Trent / remember days up on the block. Rewind the time it ain't gone stop, you was souping me and telling Ban I was selling rocks. We at war about yo name my ninja, it's I'll never stop."
I remember conversations with Lee Trent. Remember days up on the block. Rewind the time, it ain't gonna stop.
The pain of losing Trent fueled his ambition, and while 2020 was the year of one of his biggest losses, it also brought him his biggest break, signing with NBA YoungBoy's label. When P linked up with YoungBoy in the studio for their track I Am On, the collaboration blew up, racking up millions of streams. At just 16 years old, P was already making moves, but YoungBoy had bigger plans for him. To show his faith in P, YoungBoy offered him $100,000 and a brand new Corvette if he went back to school. It was a bold move, showing that YoungBoy saw potential in him beyond just the music. P did go back to school, at least for a bit, though it's unclear if he ever finished. But the fact that YoungBoy pushed him like that spoke volumes about the belief he had in his young protege. In those early days with the 4KT camp, P was all in, even firing back when Fredo Bang claimed they weren't living the lives they rapped about. P clapped back hard, saying he'd put a Draco in Bang's face. But in 2021, it seemed like P might be looking for a fresh start. A video of him getting baptized in church went viral, pulling in over 7 million views on YouTube.
In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, Holy Spirit, 3 in 1.
For a moment, it looked like he was turning over a new leaf. That didn't last long though, because not too long after, P was back to dissing dead ops on social media. One of the messiest situations he got into involved P Youngin, a rapper who had a rocky history with YoungBoy. The two had been cool at one point, even collaborating in the studio, but things soured when rumors started flying that Jay had been messing around with one of YoungBoy's baby mamas. Diss tracks started flying, and the beef spiraled out of control. Tragedy struck when Jay was ambushed and offed outside his house, and P couldn't resist adding his 2 cents. Jay's friend 23, Cabe, was mourning him on social media, and P jumped into the comments to say, "Shoulda been with that main." It wasn't the first time P had clowned someone for getting shot. After another rapper, Calvary Kylan, survived a shooting, P responded to Kylan's post with lyrics from Biggie's iconic track Who Shot Ya, throwing more fuel on the fire. Kylan wasn't having it and clapped back, claiming P had never put in real work in the streets. Through it all, P seemed to teeter between trying to leave the streets behind and getting pulled back into the chaos. It wasn't just the ops P Youngin was beefing with. Things got messy even with his own people. He used to be tight with another rapper, Back Baby Key. But everything fell apart last year after Key allegedly took some money from him. P didn't hold back, calling Key out on social media and posting an old photo of Key hanging out with Fredo Bang. He captioned it with a jab, telling Key to go back to Yo Daddy. It seemed like things were about to spiral, but just a day later, tragedy struck. Key got into an argument with GL3 Yungin that turned deadly. GL3 pulled out a gun and shot Key multiple times. He was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. The worst part, P later admitted on IG that the beef between them wasn't even that deep. He said he loved Key and wished they could have worked things out. It was another tough loss for P, adding to the weight of all the street drama. And while YoungBoy had been trying to preach peace, even squashing his beef with Fredo Bang, P made it clear he wasn't on the same page. YoungBoy talked to Billboard about wanting to stop promoting violence, questioning how many people had been hurt because of the messages in his music. But P wasn't about that life. He straight up said he planned to increase the violence instead. The tension between P and YoungBoy's camp only grew. P stirred things up by posting King Von tracks on IG, which was a bold move considering the history, and even went as far as dissing him on live.
Hey, you know I'm smoking though. Hey, say. Hey, and we in that. Hey.
Von and YoungBoy had beef before Von's death, and it escalated after Quando Rondo's crew got involved in the Atlanta incident that led to Von's tragic death. YoungBoy and his camp started dissing Von, igniting a massive feud with Lil Durk. So, when P was caught listening to Durk on IG Live, fans were quick to call him out. He tried to play it off, claiming he didn't even know it was Dirk, but not everyone bought it. Things really went sideways when rumors started flying that YoungBoy had dropped P from the label. P's brother denied it, but the drama only got worse. P had beef with another guy, Jonah B, who claimed YoungBoy was planning to take P's chain and give it to Lil Dump. P fired back, saying no one was taking anything from him, even threatening Jonah with violence. Despite all the tension, P claimed he was still loyal to YoungBoy and 4KT, at least for a while. He even threw some subliminal shots at Lil Dump but made it clear he wasn't switching sides.
I ain't never been no you hear me?
Never been none of that.
But not long after, P announced on IG that he was no longer repping 4KT. Fans were shocked, especially since P had just said he'd never put his flag down. Rumors suggest the beef with Lil Dump might have been the final straw, with YoungBoy allegedly cutting ties because of it. Naturally, P wasn't about to go out quietly. After announcing he was no longer rocking with 4KT, Lil Dump seemed to stir the pot by dropping a snippet of a track that fans were quick to link to P. The lyrics didn't name drop him directly, but the bars about people dissing on IG Live hit a little too close to home, and the internet exploded with speculation. P, never one to back down, allegedly clapped back with a chilling warning, making it clear that anyone throwing shots at him would be playing with fire, and the consequences wouldn't be pretty. In fact, their beef spiraled into several Instagram Live confrontations, with Dump eventually supposedly blocking P on IG.
You know what I mean? Stop playing with me. Hey, look. Say, look, any wrong move that Cole would have made, I was gonna tell that.
Meanwhile, NBA YoungBoy kept his usual low profile, staying silent and seemingly uninvolved in the escalating beef, but it's obvious that tension was bubbling just beneath the surface. The strained relationship between P and Lil Dump looked like it was spiraling out of control, and now it seems that storm has finally caught up with P. What's even more unsettling is the reaction from P's camp in the aftermath. P's brother recently jumped on Instagram and posted a photo featuring 2 gloves and a ski mask, captioning it with a single ominous word, bet.
As y'all can see right here behind me, P Youngin brother ended up posting gloves, a ski mask, and he put bet.
The post immediately set off alarm bells, with many interpreting it as a signal that he's gearing up for revenge, ready to take matters into his own hands. The streets are watching closely, and the fear of yet another tragedy looms large. It's a grim reminder of how fast these situations can escalate, with grudges and retaliation fueling a seemingly endless cycle of violence.